Alright YouTube, what is happening? It is time for another top 10 video. As promised, I would did the top 10 below $50. Now we're doing the $50 to $100 range, so under 100 but a little bit higher than the $50 range. So 50 to 100 bucks. These are what I think are some of the top 10 you can get in that price range. I'm sure this is going to vary a little bit for some people, but I think it's a pretty comprehensive list. And again, I did a top knives under 100 video a few years ago. It's my most watched video on YouTube. Almost 500,000 views, I believe. Pretty crazy. So I want to do an updated video this year. A couple caveats on this. Well, I don't know if I have any caveats. These are just 10 really good knives for under 100 bucks. So let's get into it and we'll start talking about them. You have some really good steels available in this price range, which is awesome. You also have, and again, these are folding knives specifically, no fixed blades, no split joints or anything of that nature. And most of these are not going to be assisted knives. Now, the caveat I was going to mention is I didn't do any kind of limited sprint run type knives. I know there's some new Kershaws and M390 steel that people were like, that should be on there, but they're not going to be limited. They're available for very long. And they're, again, I'm not a fan of assisted knives. If they weren't assisted, it'd be all over them. But alright, so let's get into it. We're going to start with I mean, we can do it by brand, we can do it by steel. Let's do it by steel. We're going to do it by steel. We're going to do it by the least, probably the lowest grade, I guess you'd say. I don't know if you'd say lowest grade. It's still a good steel, but it's not as good as some of the other ones in this video. So we're going to move all of these out of the way. Not a lot of room to work with here. And we're going to talk about, we'll start with the Kaiser Dux. This is a fantastic knife. We're going to zoom in a little bit on each of these now. So this is a fantastic knife for the money. You get red and black G10 handles. You get a nice snappy action on bearings. Very nice blade shape on this one. Stainless steel liner lock with VG10 steel. It's got exceptionally good ergonomics. This is about a 3-inch blade, 4-inch handle. So it's a smaller knife, right in my wheelhouse that I love to carry. Because you can see the action on this thing is ridiculous. You'd think it's assisted, but it's not. It's on bearings. So the Kaiser Dux, these run around 75 to 100 now. I think they're about 70, 80 bucks on Amazon. So they're definitely under that $100 range. You get some really nice fit and finish. You get some nice G10. Very lightweight knife. Again, it's a joy to carry. So VG10, again, all these steels I'm going to bring up is probably the least as far as edge retention and, well, mostly just edge retention, honestly. VG10's a nice steel. I like it. It's easy to sharpen. It takes a nice keen edge. And it is a stainless steel. So there you go, the Kaiser Dux. Very good option. Next one is going to be a Spyderco Delica. It couldn't be a list without the Delica. Now this is a particular Delica. This is a wave Delica with a signet ring. In this configuration, this would not be, but I did. I wanted to include the Delica, and this is one I had. So this is actually on loan from a buddy of mine that I actually bought this knife and did this whole thing and sold to him. So this wasn't originally my knife, but the Delica is a kind of just a timeless design. You can get it in the wave, you can get it without the wave, you can get it in multiple colors of FRN handle. You can even get a ZDP 189 Delica for under $100. And so it's just a classic design that just deserves to be in this group, I think. Especially if you pick up the ZDP 189, because you're getting exceptionally good steel there with a lightweight handle, great ergonomics, just a fantastic classic design from Spyderco. So definitely the Spyderco Delica. Lots of different steel options and lots of different colors. You can get the wave without the wave. There's Warncliffe Delicas now. All kinds of blade shapes. So the Delica definitely belongs in there. And they run about, like I see the ZDP 189 on Amazon is just under 100, and the standard's about 60 bucks, $60, $70. So very good value. So another VG10 model there. Now next we're going to step up the steel a little bit here, and we're going to go with D2. And we got a few options here in this price range. Let's start with the Boker Lateralis. I did a review on this knife. Actually, I have one with the stainless steel handle. Also comes with this G10 scale, which is a little bit lighter, which I like. With this knife, you're spending about 75 bucks, and you're getting a very, very good flipping action on bearings. You're getting nice G10 or stainless steel handle. It's a JB Stout design, D2 steel. Stainless steel handle. Very good fit and finish. Boker has really improved their fit and finish lately on their models. I think you can even use, yeah, you can use the blood fuller to open that. So this is about 75 bucks. It's a pretty substantially, it's a bigger knife. I mean, compare it to like the Dukes here. Pretty good size, but it's an exceptionally good knife for the money. About 75 bucks. Kind of hard to beat if you want a good big flipper. It's got really great ergonomics. Got this forward choil. Nice jimping. Look at my review. It's on the channel. Lateralis D2 steel, 75 bucks ish. Great knife under 100 bucks. We'll do another D2 steel here. We're going to go with the Ontario Carter Prime. Did a review on this one. This one is on bearings as well. Made in Taiwan by Ontario Knife Company. It is titanium handles though, so you are getting a step up from the stainless steel, the Boker, to titanium. You still get D2 steel with that Warncliffe blade shape. Really, really snappy action. Get a titanium pocket clip. I mean, lots of good things going on here for under $100. And this is the Ontario Carter Prime. So, very good option. Nice smooth action. As you can see, it's very smooth. On bearings, titanium handles. Nice black wash blade with D2 steel. Great option, under 100 bucks. Next one is another Boker. This is the Kihon, and this is an actual Blade Ops exclusive with carbon fiber, but they also offer this model in G10. That's why I included it, because you can get just black G10 with the stainless steel frame lock. Also on bearings, super smooth. You also get D2 steel on this one. I really like this design. I like that Boker brought this out in titanium BG10 and then decided to do stainless steel and D2. Brought the knife more available. Again, the marble carbon fiber is a Blade Ops exclusive, and they have tons of these. Then these are going to be available, but I think it is a limited run. But you can get this with G10 on any day of the week, and I think it's barely over 50 bucks. It's like 60-something dollars for the G10 model on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. Get a nice, good flipping action. I really like the Kihon. The thumb studs are very functional. Get that kind of quakiness, blade shape. The ergonomics are fantastic. It's a good size, medium sized blade. I think you get about a 3 1/4 inch blade on this one. So D2 again. And if you get the G10 one, it's like 60-70 bucks. This one with carbon fiber is just under $100 at $98. So can't go wrong there. So another model in D2. Excuse me. Getting some water in there. Oh, I should have actually done the Kryptonian before the D2, but whatever. This is a mini grip. Now this one's got custom scales, and this is actually the Ritter grip, but you can still get the standard mini grip with the what is the handle material called? It's like a plastic handle. I have a specific name for it. It's escaping me. You can get the standard mini grip on Amazon for under 100 bucks, and it's an iconic knife, just like the Delica. Again, this one's a different configuration with some custom scales and then M390 blade steel, but this one is great. The mini grip just had to be included. It was one of those ones I kind of wrestled over. I kicked some other knives out of it because it's just an iconic knife. You can still get it for under 100 bucks with the standard. It's 154 cm steel and the plastic handles. They're called Norrelics or something like that. But you can't go wrong with the mini grip, and it's still under 100 bucks on Amazon. It was included in my first video years ago for top knives under $100. So there's a reason why it's there. It's just an iconic design. It's a great size for EDC, and you can get it, multiple colors. And obviously there is upgraded models available with 20 CV steel now, and you can get the Ritter grips are harder. I don't think these are made anymore. They were discontinued, but great iconic knife. The bench-made mini grip. So I'll put a link in the description where you can buy the standard version with the 154 cm. You can get a sheep's foot blade. You can get a drop point. Quite a few options. And if they don't come with these clips, I don't believe, but these are deep carry clips. You can just get these from Benchmade, just by a simple email, and they'll send you one in the mail for free. So the Benchmade mini grip. All right, now we're stepping up the steel pretty dramatically. That's not even a word. Dramatically here, and we're going to start with S35 VN. Now there's a couple models on here that are S35. We're going to start with this Kaiser here. This is kind of a older Kaiser model, but it's still available on the market. And the crazy thing is this knife was recently sold for under 50 bucks. Now it's a little bit over 50 bucks now on Amazon. I think it's around 60. But it's a pretty remarkable value because you get S35VN steel with titanium handles, titanium frame lock, S35VN for like 60-70 bucks. Now it's a good knife. It's on phosphorus bronze washers. It's got a smooth action. You can easily flip it up with thumb studs. There's no lock stick. There's no lock bar insert, and there's actually zero lock stick. The thumb studs work great. You can middle finger flick it. I really dig the blade shape. It's kind of a, it's got a lot of belly for one thing. It's a reverse Tanto modified Warncliffe. I mean, it's a different and unique blade shape. The handle scales have some nice milling on them. Again, this is the older pivot style, so you can't really take this knife apart without a tool. But not a huge deal in my opinion. You got the over travel stop. You got your titanium pocket clip and your lanyard hole. Nice titanium, again, milled. Good ergonomics. You can kind of choke up here a little bit, kind of put your thumb up here for more fine work, or you can kind of scoot back a little bit. There is no jimping up here, but this one had to be included because the price, the materials alone for the money are what make this a great value. You get titanium and S35, but it's overall a really good knife. You get phosphorus bronze washers. It's nice smooth action. It's very slim. It's a nice easy to carry knife. About a 3.5 inch blade. So really hard to beat for the money, honestly. S35 titanium for 60-70 bucks. Crazy. Next one up is the Native 5 from Spyderco. Now, I could have had another Spyderco in here, the Manix 2 lightweight. I chose the Native 5 because of the steel. Again, S35 VN for under $100. Pretty crazy. The Native is a great knife. It has, this is the lightweight version with the FRN scales. If you went to the G10, you'd be paying more than 100, plus you'd get a lot more weight. I actually just really like the Native 5 lightweight. I think it's one of the better Spyderco knives out there. I like it better than the Delica, actually, even, especially because you can get it in S35 and you can get it in S110, and they made like a carbon fiber version and a titanium version. But the basic one is about $85 on Amazon. It's FRN handles, but you get S35 VN with some of the best ergonomics you'll find on a pocket knife. And this forward choil works really well. Got some nice jimping up here. Plus, Spydercos are known for being just really good slicers. So for under 100 bucks, you get this really nice Spyderco Native 5. Definitely recommend this one if you don't already have a Native, or if you're wanting to check out Spyderco. This is the one I would recommend because you're spending a little bit more money, but you're getting a lot better steel than some of the other, like the VG10 Spydercos. So Spyderco Native 5 definitely belongs in the top 10. All right, so we've gone through 8 knives now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So next we're stepping up to the best steel in the market, not the best steel in the market, but the best steel in this price range that's available in my opinion, and that is XHP. And you're going to find this on the cold steel knives here. This one is the Broken Skull. I did a review on this actual knife here. This was my knife I sold to my buddy. He let me borrow it again for this video. But for the money, the Broken Skull is really hard to beat. You get a 4-inch blade. Nice long handles. If you got really big hands, or if you want some reach for like a defensive blade, this is a great model. It's very smooth. It's hard to flick open, but you can do it. Yeah, I had to do it off camera, but you can flick it open. It's just got a long blade. Very slim carry, lightweight, nice G10, available in tons of different colors. Plus you get CTS XHP steel, which is a step above S35 in my opinion. Very good steel, and they have a good heat treat on there. So they used to just do AUS-8 on all their knives, and all of a sudden, bam, they just started bringing out models with XHP, which is just a huge upgrade over AUS-8, and for not a lot more money. So the Broken Skull is great. You got a nice slim, thin carry. You got that clip point blade, Bowie blade. Very good ergonomics on this one. Like I said, nice big knife. If you want a big knife in this price range with good steel, the Broken Skull is hard to beat. Really thin, easy to carry. The next counterpart up here, and the last knife on the list, is the Cold Steel American Lawman. Now again, this is the new version with CTS SHP steel. Nice and smooth on the action there. Also the coatings on the cold steels are much better than they used to be. They used to be this just kind of painted on coating. Now they have a really durable, almost a PVD style coating, and the coating's not going to wear off on these knives, which is great. So the American Lawman is a little bit smaller than the and then the Broken Skull. But it has a really just fantastic ergonomics, some of the best ergonomics you're going to find on a knife, and then a Lawman. And the Lawman's a pretty famous knife, so what you're getting here for under $100 is a much upgraded steel from OS 8. It's definitely worth spending a little bit more money because you're going to get such better steel. Plus, they made this this model, the newer one, up. They made a lighter weight, and they changed the G10. The G10 on the original American Lawman was way too coarse. Cold Steel's new G10, both of these models are about the same coarseness. They're really good. They're not too coarse, but they're still very grippy. They used to get just crazy G10 that would just tear your pockets up. The new Lawman and the Broken Skull don't have that. They have the nice new G10, and you have the option for a left or right hand carry on this one. It is the triad lock, so it's super strong. You got a nice forward choil on the Lawman. I mean, the Lawman's one of my I think it's an iconic knife, really. It belongs up there with the Delica and the mini grip and stuff. Just fantastic. If you've ever tried one, maybe you're not a huge Cold Steel fan, or maybe you just didn't like OS 8 for the money, you can get these now with XHP. You can get like a coyote tan handle. You can get a olive green handle. You got lots of options. So fantastic knife for the money. Definitely one of the best ones you can get under $100. This one is pretty new, so it hasn't broken in yet. The lock's a little stiff on it, but you can still close it with one hand there. So fantastic knife for the money. So there you go, guys. Let's bring them all back in, and we'll kind of wrap up the video. Kind of going to rank them by steel choice here and materials. And you've got some just really fantastic options. I just love how much these knives have evolved. These budget, we're still in the budget realm here, in my opinion, under $100. And you can get so many good knives with good steels and good materials in this price range, and it's kind of crazy, honestly, that they're all under $100. So a nice updated video. Now, if you want to see my old video, I'll put a link in the description to the 2014 edition, and just kind of compare and see. I also have a playlist on my channel if you want to check that out. That is the top 10 playlist, and there's ones under 50. There's top 10 fixed blades. There's all kinds of top 10 videos. I know these videos are really popular. I really like doing them too, because you get to look at a lot of different products at the same time. They are pretty kind of expensive to do. I mean, some of these I borrowed, some of these I had, but I did have to purchase a few of these, and maybe I'm going to be doing a knife sale pretty soon on my channel. Let's just put it that way. So keep a lookout for that, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next video.